So hi everyone, welcome to your channel Impulse Tech. I am Yogesh Bhavne. So today I have come up with a new project which is based upon IoT based noise pollution monitoring. Now there are some areas where we closely need to monitor the noise pollution. So here in this project we are using ESP32 board and the sound sensor. So without wasting time, let's get started. As you can see on the screen, this is my Blynk platform. I have already logged into my Blynk platform. So as you can see on the screen, I have created two templates. One is DS18B20 temperature sensor and the one is IoT based noise pollution monitoring. Now in order to create template, you need to go to the new template, just click on that template and then give the name, select your hardware and connection type, and also you can describe your template. So now in my previous video, I have already explained everything like how to create template, how to add data stream, how to create events, as well as how to create web dashboard. So you need to watch my previous video. So I'll mention the link in description box as well as in the I button. So now we'll see what I've done here. So go to the data stream, which is the most important part. Here you need to create a data stream where we are selecting one virtual pin so that we can able to send the data to that particular virtual pin in Blynk IoT platform. So now here on the screen you can see I have created one data stream, that is sound sensor. So now what I'll do, I'll just click on edit. I just wanted to show you what I've done inside this data stream. Just click on this data stream. Now the name of the data stream is sound sensor. The virtual pin here I've selected is V0 and the data type is integer. And you know that the maximum analog value we are getting in ESP32 board is 4095. So that's why I've selected 0 to 4095. And if you want to do the automation based upon this, then you need to go to the advanced setting, automation and voice assistant. Just click on expose to automation and select your sensor type and click on available in condition. And then click on save. So this is what I have done inside the data stream, that is sound sensor. I have selected here two widgets. One is gauge and another one is chart. So you need to configure this gauge. Just click on this setting, then you can configure easily. Now I haven't configured the mobile dashboard. So what I'll do, I'll just open my mobile app, that is Blynk IoT, and I'll just configure the mobile dashboard for you. As you can see here on the screen, IoT based noise pollution monitoring template is there. It shows offline. Just click on that template. I'll delete this widget. I'll delete these widgets. I delete this previously added widget. Now here you can see. Now we need to add gauge and chart. So just search for gauge. Just click on that gauge. Give the title. So I'll give the title as noise pollution or sound sensor, whatever the title you want to give, you can give. Select data stream. So I'll select a data stream and sound sensor, and you can change the color. So we have successfully added one widget. Now we can add one widget, that is chart. Let's click on super chart. Click on that chart. And right here, noise pollution chart, and select data stream. So I'll select here sound sensor and go back. So now we have successfully added two widgets, one is gauge and the chart. So we have configured the mobile dashboard. Now in order to add the device to the template, you need to go to the search icon. Just go here and click on new device. Right? So here I have already added two devices. I cannot add more than two devices in free version. So in order to add the device in template, you need to go to the search icon. Just click on new device, then select your template and add your device. It's very easy. So we have successfully added the device. Now we'll see the circuit diagram. So here I have created the circuit diagram using the ECE platform. The circuit diagram is quite easy. So we are using sound sensor and ESP32 board. So sound sensor has 4 pins. One is A0, ground, VCC and the D0. So A0 is basically analog output. It's ground, and this is the VCC. This is the plus 5 volt, and this one is digital output. So here you can see the analog output is connected to the pin number 34 of the ESP32 board. Ground is connected to the ground of the ESP32 board, and the plus, that is VCC, is connected to the V-in pin of the ESP32 board. And we haven't used here digital output because we wanted to see the analog data given by the sound sensor. So this is the simple circuit diagram. Now we will see the most important part of this project, that is coding. So let's go to the Arduino. So I will walk you through the code, what I've done. Let's see. It's very easy. You don't need to do any modifications. I've already explained so many times. Let's just see what I've done. Now let's see what are the modifications I have done in previous code. So this part, that is Blynk template ID, Blynk device name, authorization token, this everything is same that we have already used in many projects. Now here what I've done, I have just defined one pin, that is sound sensor, which is connected to the pin number 34 as you have seen. Now you need to provide your SSID name and the password for the SSID. Now from where you get Blynk ID, device name and all, so you need to go to the Blynk platform, go to the device that you have added. So here IoT based noise pollution monitoring, just go to the device info, just copy this and go to your Arduino code once again and just paste here. Okay, so we have created here one function, that is void sensor. Now here you can see I have created another variable, that is sound value is equal to analog read sound sensor. That means what we are doing here, we wanted to store the data given by the sound sensor. So we are storing it into the sound value variable. Now if you wanted to print this data onto the serial monitor, then you can use serial.print and serial.print sound value. So sound value is a variable which is storing the value of the sound sensor. Now this is the command line which we are using for sending the data to the Blynk IoT platform. So here we are writing to the virtual pin that we have used V0. So as you have seen inside the template, we have used V0 virtual pin for sound sensor. So here we are sending the same values of sound sensor to V0 pin. So for that you need to use blynk.virtualWrite command to send the value to the virtual pin. So V0 sound value, and you know that sound value variable storing the values of the sound sensor. Now we have given the delay for the proper functioning, and the rest of the part inside the void setup and the while loop is same. So this is the simple line of code that you need to modify. So even if you don't understood anything, just let me know inside the comment section. Now I have one more thing to tell you, that you can add the MQ7 or MQ2 sensor to monitor the air quality as well. So at the same time, what you can do, you can monitor the noise pollution as well as the air pollution. So this is the next part of this project you can do. Now I have already uploaded the same code inside the ESP32 board, and we'll see the output on the web dashboard. Let me connect my device. Now you need to go to the device. Now you can see the device is online. Let's click on that. Now you can see my setup on the screen. So this is the sound sensor. Now you can see the LED is blinking. Now you can see the LED is blinking. That means now I'm talking, so that's why it is getting the noise. So the LED is turning on and off, as you can see on the screen, and you are getting the noise data on the screen. As you can see, the dashboard value is changing. Now what I'll do, I'll just play song and you can see the values on the sensor. Now what I'll do, I'll just play one song and just observe the widget. Alexa, start. Alexa, increase the volume to 50%. Now you can see the Alexa, increase the sound to 100%. Alexa, stop. So this is how we can able to monitor the noise pollution by using the sound sensor and the Blynk IoT platform. Now you can use much more accurate sound sensors so that you can get the accurate data. I just wanted to tell you one thing, that before using the sound sensor, you need to adjust the sensitivity of the sound sensor by rotating the knob of the potentiometer on the sound sensor. Now adjust the sensitivity in such a way that one LED should turn off. It will turn on whenever you speak. That means sound sensor is sensitive to your voice. I hope this video is useful for you, and if you like this video, then do subscribe the channel and hit on the like button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.